Puddles in the morning, puddles in the evening, puddles in the afternoon. Well, I'm a puddle boy and she's a puddle girl. The Puddles podcast is starting real soon.
All right, welcome to Puddles. It's your host, Andrew Collin, joined by my co-host,
Brenna Larac.
We're here. We're a little hungover today. We, neither one of us planned on drinking, but you ever sit down with other people and they decide that it's going to be a celebration that we didn't know about, and they bring out a bottle of champagne with 4 glasses. And what are you going to do? Be like, no, we're not going to celebrate with you.
Right.
And then we're not going to drink that and then order up some martinis on our own.
the best martinis.
Yeah, we went to this very expensive, like hip, brand new restaurant. We never do that.
We never go out on a Saturday night.
We've been eating eggs for dinner, literally. Like we've been being really good. We also, even if we had money, I don't even know if we'd go, but
we wouldn't.
We probably wouldn't. $32 cheeseburger. I mean, wild stuff.
We split it.
We split it in 7s.
And then we saw somebody that Andrew knows at the restaurant, and they sent over a $300 bottle of champagne. So we also had to drink that.
Yeah. I mean, we had to.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, we're throwing up.
Actually, I think we had 3 drinks total, but it just felt terrible.
I don't know if a martini counts as one drink.
Yeah.
I think a martini counts as 3.5 cocktails. And then, it's one of those drinks where it's so cold that it tricks you into you being like, no, it's just a drink.
Right.
Like that's why it's so cold, because then you're like, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm enjoying this beverage while drinking half a bottle
of gin.
Well, neither. I had tequila and you had vodka.
Yeah, but also just drinking drinking more than a few sips of champagne, I will always feel bad the next day.
Yeah, it is an interesting hangover, but we had a great time. We went out with Ashley and Raina from Girls Gotta Eat. Raina celebrated getting a house. Ashley, we're celebrating her engagement. And we were celebrating getting married in less than 2 weeks.
We didn't celebrate that.
A little bit.
We're going to celebrate it when we get married. That's the celebration.
Oh.
That dinner wasn't about us.
Oh, I thought that was the whole wedding.
No.
Oh, really?
That dinner was not about us. I feel like we're kind of getting used to things being about us, because everyone's always like, oh my God, like your wedding's coming up. How are you doing? We just need to reel that back in.
Why do we have to reel it back in?
On the ground.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, it's these dinners, they're just, I mean, everyone talks to each other, and then by the 3rd cocktail, me and Asher are having a conversation. Raina and Brenna, you guys went off into outer space together. I don't know what was happening.
I love Raina.
Yeah, you guys really get along well.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ashley too, but they're just like, Raina and I will get tipsy, and we're just like...
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
And maybe a little too much touching. And I didn't know whether...
Well, Raina's a touchy person, and I am too. So
I know.
It gives lesbo, but it's just that's both of us at the same time.
Yeah, at one point I looked over, I go, Raina, back the fuck off.
No, but then Raina also will be like, Andrew, you're looking so good. And I'm like...
Yeah, she's playing both of us.
I'm like, Raina, stop flirting with us.
I think she just wants to be a cuck and watch us have pathetic sex. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just funny if you call out a girl for flirting with your girlfriend who's not gay.
Right.
I don't know if that's you guys literally have to be making out for a guy to be like, hey, back the fuck off. Because if you don't, you're just such an insecure bitch.
So you know how some guys, though, they're like, it would be hot seeing my girl with a girl. How do you feel about that?
I don't love it.
Yeah. What don't you love about it?
I don't know.
The thought of me being a lesbo, or just the thought of me being with anyone else?
First of all, you saying lesbo is unbelievable. I don't. It's not about you being. I don't care if you have different sexual preferences. I don't know if I just want to watch it happen.
Yeah.
It's just, although there's something kind of hot about it, I guess. I don't know. I think you would end up getting jealous if you would be cheating, right? And you're getting.
I'd literally be like, don't look at her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somehow I'd be cheating more by watching you fuck another woman.
I couldn't fuck someone in front of you.
I'm
not gonna fuck anyone anyways. Like, just to be clear.
No, that's cool.
I also couldn't fuck somebody not in front of you.
I'm glad you have a limit. What about me banging my boy Rusty in front of you?
That is so gross.
I'd be so jealous of you watching me and Rusty bang. Just fucking 69, me and Russ.
Ugh.
I'd
leave the room.
how different it is now. You see, yeah. It's just
be like, you guys have fun.
You guys have fun. You guys keep fucking and talking about football.
Yeah.
That's just two guys banging. Two straight guys banging are just. They're like, we're not talking about football. It's not gay.
It's so gross.
But yeah. So that was last night.
Just to be clear, I don't think being gay is gross. I just don't want to watch you be gay.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't think you think all gay men are gross. That would be a gross statement, to be honest. Yeah, no, we're very pro-gay in this house. We think Mango's probably gay.
Andrew,
he sucks his own penis, so, and eats his own asshole. So I don't know if that's gay or not, but it's definitely something.
It's
yeah, he's
it's masturbation.
Yeah, he's masturbating. I saw a dog one time. He would blow itself to completion. The guy that stabbed me.
You did not.
I swear. The guy that stabbed me's dog would blow itself to completion.
You saw a dog come?
Yeah, it was kind of intense.
What is
that
it
gay?
like? Is it like human cum?
You got stabbed?
Melanie, I've told this story 55 times on this podcast.
Melanie, are you a true fan if you don't know Andrew got stabbed?
Also, I don't think we can hear you.
He literally has a stab scar on his chest. It's so hot.
Well, you don't have to retell it for me, but thank you.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I can't retell the whole thing, but quick story. My brother's roommate was a Navy SEAL, ex-Navy SEAL, fake Navy SEAL, and he stabbed me through a bulletproof vest.
He said, look, it's stab proof, knife proof, and then he stabbed him.
Yeah, so long story short, his dog sucked its own dick. More importantly, B story, his own dog sucked his own dick. I should have saw it coming. Oh, God, I hate when, so many comics, like, that kind of joke would be like, nailed it. I fucking, right when I'm saying it out of my mouth, I'm like, I hate myself.
Pun jokes are so dumb.
I know, but I'm good at them. I just hate them.
I did one this morning to my sister.
You did your own pun? Oh, you wrote it? So while Brenna's looking this up.
So she sent me a photo that she wants to do with her son, Arden. It's like a sign that you paint on, trick or treat, smell my, and then instead of writing feet, it's like the kid's feet prints. And I said, that's so stinking cute.
I don't know. Oh, because, okay. Feet are stinky? Not bad.
Not bad, right?
Not good. Not bad. I give that photo a 10. Okay. All right.
Yards or feet?
This is when the pod is over. This is the last time. This is over. Also, if you haven't joined our Patreon yet, go to Patreon with Andrew and Brenna. You get an extra episode each week. And yeah, check it out. Yeah. $5. It really helps support the podcast. Thank you. Had to do that plug. I was on Netflix.
We were thinking about maybe videoing our wedding ceremony and putting it on Patreon. So maybe if we say if we can get like 20 new subscribers in the next 2 weeks, we'll put our ceremony on Patreon.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah, in my head just now.
That was so stinking smart.
Thank you. Thanks, Stinky.
Yeah, so sign up to our Patreon if you want to see our wedding.
Yeah, 20 new Patreons, guys. $5. Come on, wedding gift.
Or just Venmo us.
You can unsubscribe after that, but come on.
No,
We'd love if you don't. We'd love if you actually just forgot about that subscription for the rest of your life, like Andrew did with fucking Lifetime Fitness.
No, it was with Planet Fitness,
Planet
motherfucker.
Fitness. He found out last week he's been getting charged $20 a month for the last 10 years.
Yeah. Also, the extra $60 a year. I have an account open in Vero Beach and in New Jersey, which I haven't lived in. They go, oh, your account seems to be open since 2014. I started doing the math. I was like, that's a Corolla.
That's over $2,000. That's a used Corolla. That's a Honda Fit.
Yeah, $2,800 I gave essentially to, I mean, I don't think the numbers work out like that, but it was a lot of money. And so I tried Planet Fitness. They still want you to write them a letter like you're a fucking Civil War fucking sergeant. My dearest Planet Fitness, I write to you to let you know that I'm letting myself go. It's fucking insane. A handwritten letter? Are you kidding me? And they know I won't do it. So anyhow, it was like a whole fucking bullshit of trying to figure out why am I getting double charged. So I thought one account was just double charging me and messing up. But little did I know I had two different. And I think because it's only $10 a month, that's out there. Very sneaky.
Yeah, it's so sneaky.
Yeah. So anyhow, I transferred that membership out here so I could cancel in person easier. But I think I'll just keep a nice little Planet Fitness just in case.
I like that.
Rather than redo it, you know? Planet Fitness is, I don't like the purple in there. It just doesn't.
Yeah, what's the feeling that purple invokes, right? Because like fast food is red and yellow. Barney, like green is supposed to make you horny, apparently.
I don't know. A hard
Blue
purple
makes you calm. Purple, I guess, is like for royalty. But
pimp.
What does it invoke?
The color purple is often associated with royalty, nobility, luxury, power, and ambition.
$10 a month for ambition
and royalty
and power.
Yeah.
And they have gold. It's like purple and gold. It's like a school color, like school mascot colors.
Yeah, I guess it's like if you're gonna rock purple and you're not royalty, go fuck yourself. Like you can't like have purple
it comes
unless you're a
across
pimp.
as cheap. It does come across as cheap
It's either
unless
cheap
you're
or the
very
richest
rich.
thing on earth.
Yeah, we have some purple accents in our.
There's also something
wedding.
about going into a purple gym and like wanting to get like lift and like work out. It just makes me want to I don't know, probably just remove myself from the world.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
There's something about a Planet Fitness that makes me feel a little suicidal because when I had a Planet Fitness membership, I was suicidal at that time in my life, and so it like it like triggers like a bad feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely. I've never worked out at Planet Fitness and was like, these are my people. And I'm not saying I'm rich. Again, we eat eggs for dinner. We did go out, and we didn't pay for dinner the other night, by the way. So don't come at me for a $32 cheeseburger, and we're not doing Patreon. We didn't pay for dinner. Anyhow, so yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to. The Hoboken Planet Fitness is closed. No one cares. Okay, I don't know why I'm talking about this anymore.
You were talking about how you were on Netflix.
Not to brag, but your boy got on Netflix. Somehow I was on an hour show and I said less words than I did on Real World 30 years ago when I was on for 4 seconds.
Dude, I tell you what, that clip was so hot. No, the one from forever ago.
Oh, yeah, from forever
I
ago.
saw that and I was like, wait, I'm turned on.
Yeah, you always get turned on when you see me
like super younger.
Yeah, where I should be fucking you. Yeah. Yeah, so I was on this show. Tyler, I don't know, goes to dead people. I forget what's the name. Tyler Perry is
Tyler Henry.
Tyler Henry sees your dead
The
grandpa.
World Before. Or
What is
world
it called?
Life After Death with Tyler Henry.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
no, that's his old one. Live from the Other Side with Tyler Henry.
Live from the other side. So Nikki asked.
I love thinking about just like ghosts like queued up, ready to go. They're like, Tyler's here. Let's go, guys.
Oh yeah, I'm sure my whole grandparents were in line, being like, "Really? You're not gonna get to him? Fucking God, he never gets to talk." So, so it's Nikki, her parents, her friend Lizzie, and me, and it was very nice that she invited me. And
You were sitting last on the couch.
I was sitting last on the
Yeah.
couch. It really is only 43 minutes. It's live. Obviously, he needs to get to the star of the show, which is Nikki's mom, who's so funny. No, it's obviously Nikki and her dad and her mom, Julie. And so I'm on the very end. And if he's not talking to you, it's not one of those shows where you can be funny. Like, I could say one snide comment.
Right. Like it's really out of place.
It's so out of place because he's reading that person. It's not like everyone's talking. He's like, your dead grandma is, was sad. And I'm like, oh, yes, she was. Like, there's
it would be really funny though.
It would have been really funny if I made it about me. And I would have, yeah. Actually, I don't believe any of this. Sir, you're going to have to.
How much pre-show instruction did they give you?
A good amount.
Yeah.
A good amount. They're like, meditate on your dead person. Meditate on, and I'm thinking about my grandpa Marvin and like how cool he was.
Aww.
And like how like his little back rubs he'd give me and in a non-sexual way. And then like, I don't know, like he was just awesome. And that's whose watch they say you got to bring an item. And then they go, actually, you don't even really need the item. It's a way for him to kind of stall while he's
time.
doing stuff. And, but I brought the watch. So I had the watch sitting there. Like, I was ready to go. It would have been nice to get a little something. And so he starts, and, I don't know if I still believe whatever. It was a cool experience. It's pretty intense, though, because it's live. And he needs to come up with something. So you kind of feel that energy, and you don't want to let him down by not, connect, because he'll like say something broad, and if you don't think of it, then it's like dead air. So anyhow, his first thing he does is he goes, they brought something, and he goes, "Mama," or "Mom." His mom's sitting there too, and she doesn't say anything. She's just looking at us.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward. But he goes, "Mom, where did we get those pies back when we lived in New Jersey or whatever?" And she goes, "Lynn's."
It was called Lynn's.
Yeah, Lynn's. Okay, sorry, Lynn's. So, and then Nikki had an Aunt Lynn. Sorry. Anyhow, she had so right off the bat, we're like, holy shit.
Yeah, I have a Lynn. Why is Lynn?
No one ever says the name Lynn. Mm-hmm. So we were like, oh, this is the real deal. But maybe that is their move, is they lock you in by one really specific fact. And it was like cool. I don't know. He like brought up like different things that resonated with people. And at one point, Lizzie, and she's like the nicest like person ever, but
she's really cute.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she looks kind of like she reminds me of like a Bob's Burger character.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She's like Bob's Burger with blonde hair and boobs. So
like Linda.
Boob Burger.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fucking around. I'm just gonna throw out some shitty puns.
All right, I like it. Let's
go. So Boob Burger goes. They go to Nikki and their parents because he's going family first. And he's like, has anyone had a relative who, towards the end of their life, not been able to speak well? And it got quiet, and Nikki's parents couldn't think of anyone. And then Lizzie was like, that might be me. And then he goes, okay. She goes, yeah, my mom, when she got sick, couldn't speak well towards the end. And he's like, yeah, I'm feeling like an M over here. Like he started like paying attention to us, and I was like, an M? I was like, Marvin.
Grandpa Marvin.
It's so specific. An M, like Marvin. Like, and then she's like, oh, Mom. And I was like, no, not fucking Mom. this is definitely Marvin. And I'm like hearing my grandpa be like, yeah, it's me. Fucking get in there. Get in there. Talk about me. And I like, but he's on a roll with mom. I can't go, excuse me. It's Marvin. He's like, what? Like, you
right,
can't.
and she's like giving this emotional story
Oh my
about how
God.
her mom passed and like
Cancer schmancer. Let's talk about Marvin. He also died of cancer. Thank you. Yeah.
Most people who die of cancer cannot talk that well at the end.
That's a very good point. So she does the whole mom thing. The M he said M like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, Marvin, it's Marvin.
Mm-hmm.
And I just didn't, it wasn't an opening. Now, looking back, I probably should just like taken my opportunity. And so finally, at the end, he does everyone. They're running out of time. And he looks right at me and he goes, and you. And I was like, saving the best for last. And he goes, I can't get to you. We're out of time. But I never do this. And I want to offer you a one-on-one personal reading. I was like, and I go, thank you. And that was my whole.
Can I? Because he said I have some things I have to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, first of all, I was like, it's his grandpa Marvin telling him not to marry this Shiska or Shiksa.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was like, this is it. We're done. I had weird anxiety about it. I don't know why. But also, not to make it about me.
Yeah,
but,
it's so funny to think my grandpa Marvin just comes back to talk about you.
But also like, but it's the most Andrew thing for that to happen to you.
Oh, to not get one word.
It's so on brand.
I know. I don't like that brand. I don't think I love that brand.
It's so endearing.
It's such a brand of you to be a loser, but in a funny way.
You're not a loser.
No, I don't
just-
think I'm a loser.
It's just
It's self-deprecating humor. It's jokes.
you have an eyebrow hair that is literally going east, and I just like need to pull
it out.
out.
Pull it out right now. Oh man, this is. Brenna wants to wax my eyebrows before the wedding. And
Wow, it's so long.
Let me blow on it.
No, that's.
Yeah, I don't know.
What did you wish for?
For you to never do that again on podcasts. So I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, you want to wax my eyebrow? Wait, actually, I want to finish this off. So they go.
Dude, your eyebrow hairs are crazy.
All right, calm down.
All right, sorry.
It's an audio podcast.
Listen, I apologize.
And visual. So they go, we will do a personal reading, and then after, so it ends, and all the producers are coming up to me, hey, sorry about that. You know, I was like, I don't care. He's like, well, he's gonna do a personal reading for you. That's exciting. And I'm like, look, I don't need it. Like, thank you. I'm not like being reversed. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to impose, like, I don't care that I didn't say a word on this show. You don't have to make up for it. They're like, nope. If Tyler says it, Tyler's going to do it. And then his assistant comes up to me and she's like, what's your email? We're going to reach out to you and we're going to schedule this up. And I was like, again, I don't need to do it, but if he wants to do it, that's fine. He's like, no, if he says he's going to do it, he'll do it. I get an email. I almost want to read the email because it's so perfect of like how, like, he goes, they go, hi, Andrew. This is Heather, Tyler's assistant, and I am reaching out regarding the private reading Tyler gave you yesterday during the Netflix live show, which he never gave me. I don't know why that was. Anyway, she goes, as of right now, it is between 12 to 18 months before we are able to schedule these type of readings. I'll be in touch when it's time to schedule.
In 12 to 18
12
months,
to 18
guys.
months.
What'd you say back?
I write back, I go, hopefully I'm still alive by then. Thank you. Then she writes back, well, then you would just talk to him via a different type of communication, which was a great with a winky face. And then I wrote, first returning guest. And then I never heard back from her. So in 17 months, I'm going to get an email where it's going to be like, ready to talk to your dead grandpa now. I don't know if you remember me.
Gosh, so much is gonna happen.
I know. So many people may die.
I know.
Anyhow, so that was a ridiculous experience. And I was a little pissed that I didn't like talk that much, but then it's so much funnier to not. But yeah, you want to wax my eyebrows or dermaplane them before the wedding?
No, I do dermaplane them. I feel like you need like a true. I need to I need to do like a cleanup because they are wild.
I know, but a true cleanup scares me because I've been negatively affected by my eyebrows before a wedding before, so I'm a little nervous about it.
Listen. I am a licensed professional.
So was she.
Yeah, and
no offense. She waxed me.
That is.
I look like I got fought by a leopard.
You just have to. I just need to. Like, it's not even up to you. Like, it's crazy.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
See, that's where I run into a little bit of a pushback.
Okay, while we're on the topic,
we could do top, but I don't want it.
No,
and I know you've done it before.
It opens up your eyes. You need to like.
I'll look like Tyler Henry.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna like line up your eyebrows. Okay. I just need to like get the stragglers. And we need to trim them.
Yes.
They're so. You have great brows, but they are so.
But I'm worried that the wedding and people do strong things because they think it's time. You know how many people I know who have like a beard or facial hair, and because it's their wedding, they shave their face completely and they look horrible. I've seen it. I saw one guy at a wedding. They shaved a straight razor, everyone's face with the same razor. This old fucking bald dude shaved everyone's face. Everyone's face was gushing blood. And by the fifth guy, it's like almost like when you're fifth in a train, you're like, I don't really want to be flat, this guy. And I'm like, do you want it? I was like, no, I'm not doing this. Are you kidding me? It was insane. Ugh. Just everyone swapping blood, shave faces because it's a wedding.
That's illegal, by the way. He would have lost his license if that. Yeah.
Well, he did it at a house.
Yeah. Well.
Like he came to them to do this. It was insane. It was like Sweeney Todd, but just with like a dull razor. It was insane. All I'm saying is
did everybody have cuts for this wedding?
Yeah, there were people with tissues on their face with blood on them until like 5 minutes before the wedding. It was insane.
I'm just talking about tweezing some hairs.
That's fine.
Okay.
I know. I'm just saying that people make big choices before a wedding, before doing a comedy, before big things. We decide, hey, we need to switch it up to feel like we're getting ready for it, when really you're already perfect all along. Oh. 98%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you fucking went and got bangs the day of the wedding, that would be a huge...
I did get bangs a few months ago to test it out, to see if I wanted to like lean into the like French balayage or Bardot bang look with my hairstyle. And I'm so glad I tried it out because I was like, absolutely not. I will not be doing that.
Yeah, you can't make...
No.
You don't have to take huge swings. You're already taking a swing by being put in a suit and a nice dress. That's the swing. Everything else, that's just you. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. You can do my eyebrows, but just remember, less is more. Please.
I know.
And we'll be back. We're back, baby. Is Mango in the shot or no?
He's napping hard.
Mango loves this, I think.
Yeah, the last few weeks he's been doing this, just like chilling with us when we record. I kind of am suspicious that something's like. I wonder if he's okay.
He's fine. Okay. He's fine.
He's a boy.
We went to well, a couple things, but we went to your grandma's funeral a couple weeks ago. She gave you a present. And a lot of people wrote very nice things, by the way, when you got a little emotional about.
They did?
You did? Yeah, you cried.
I got one message.
Oh.
Where did you get messages?
Well, this is a little behind the scenes, but it was like maybe 4 people, but I make it seem like more.
And you didn't share those messages with me?
It might have been 2.
Okay. Listen,
No,
I
people
did get...
wrote comments on there saying like how touching it was and everything.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
So she gave you a pearl necklace that was very nice. It had like 30 different pearls on there. She's probably been making it over the years for how long?
Since I was a baby.
Yeah. Adding a pearl.
Yeah, so apparently these necklaces were really popular like in the 80s. They're called like just add a pearl necklaces. So you, every time something significant happens in your life, whatever, grandma goes and adds a pearl. She had a list of like every time she added a pearl, what it was for. I don't know. I don't have that list. But
so if you accomplish more, you would get more pearls?
Well, no, because she same thing for my sister. Like, yeah, she was always going to give it to us on our wedding day, so she completed it. So it was like, it's not like, you know, I did not accomplish 30 things.
That was the point of the joke, but you got there eventually.
It was 35 or 35 pearls. Yeah, no.
It's like Brenna brushed her hair. What? Brenna?
I'm pretty sure there was like 4 pearls on it.
1 pearl for a year and a half of JUCO and esthetician license. And esthetician, you probably got 10 on there.
She's like,
we got to get rid of, I mean, we got to add to this
10 points.
We got to add to this.
Yeah.
So, the pearl necklace is here. It's very nice. It's very touching.
Beautiful. I'm wearing it on my wedding day. I paid over $100 to get it sized up, so it like wasn't so long on me. I had it ready to go. I brought it home with all of my other jewelry. Somehow it ended up on our ivory carpet, and I vacuumed it up. Which is very hard. I honestly like.
To be honest, really though, with the amount of pearls that were left is the true amount of things you've done in your life. Let's be honest. No, but I heard it.
The universe was like, you don't deserve this.
Yeah, the universe was like, okay, let's back it up a little. That's 10 points, maybe 7 points for us. So I hear this like loud, and I was like, that is. And then there's quiet, and whenever Brenna's quiet after something, a sound like that, I'm like, there goes my afternoon. And she goes, I can't even. I'm not even. I don't even.
First of all, our front neighbors, they listen to the podcast.
The whole street.
If you heard me screaming, Andrew was not hitting me. It was me being very emotional over losing, like, aside from my engagement ring, like the most sentimental thing I have. It was really hard for me.
Brenna's yelling like
difficult.
Bloody murder.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do at that point.
I was sobbing, like hysterically crying. Like, why? I kept saying,
why does this happen?
I said, why did this happen?
Why, Lord?
Why? And so, you know, they're pearls. It happened on a wool ivory carpet. So I'm literally digging my nails, like crying, digging my nails through this carpet, and pearls are like popping up. I found a few split in half. The chain is wrecked. The pearls are so small, so they were like like the way that they have to string them. I was like, it's ruined. Like,
and then I tried to get a couple pearls out of the vacuum, and I turned the vacuum back on.
Yeah.
So the whole noise.
Of course. Melanie rolled her eyes because that's the most Andrew thing ever.
And then Brenna screams
he never
again.
Vacuums, so he doesn't know how the fuck to turn it off. So I'm screaming at him. I'm like, ah! And then he can't figure it out. He's in my way, so I crawl over and unplug it.
Yeah.
Andrew is so bad in a crisis.
Not true. I'm not. You're screaming. I'm completely chill, if not laughing.
Then Andrew is so annoying with this. I know you mean well, but it drives me nuts. I'll be so upset. Like 2 minutes after it happens, and he'll be like, well, if you look on the bright side, I'm like, it's too soon. Like, give me a hug and tell me you're sorry that this happened. And he's just like trying to like turn my day around right away. And I'm like, I'm literally crying. This is this only time I've only cried hard like this one other time in my life. Like, please give me a second to be upset. It's like, it invalidates the emotion a little bit, just so you know.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to do. I was like, come on, hurry this up. We got a game. What were we going to do? We were about to do something fun. And I was like, can we
No,
get back?
we were going to run errands. It wasn't even like, so anyways, I took it to the jeweler. I thank God I took a photo of the pearl necklace to send to my sister a few days prior, so we knew how many pearls were missing. It was only like 3 pearls.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them split in half, and then one of them I just never found, and I had to get a new chain. This jeweler we're working with, by the way, if you live in West Hollywood, Los Angeles, it's called KFK Jewelers on 3rd Street. They're so amazing. They did Andrew's ring, and they just are like so nice. It's a small family owned.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great people. So we've kind of been working with them over the year, basically, to like find my wedding band and Andrew's wedding band and just stuff like that. And so I went in and they only had like one really small, dainty necklace that already had like a what is it? Like already had a
link,
whatever. It had something on it, but they removed it. The necklace was originally like $385. They gave me a huge discount and added 3 pearls, and it came out to like $240 to fix, which is like an insane deal. So anyways, they're really good people, obviously. And yeah, but it was just, oh my God, that was a terrible day. And then I was like I cried that night. I cried the next night. And I feel like I'm finally kind of over it. But if I think about it too hard, I'm like, that necklace is never going to be the same. And it's just very upsetting. So, you know, the drama.
And I will never say you still have the pearls and stuff, and look at the bright side, and that your grandma actually loves you so much that she would 100% not want you to be sad at all about this, and completely understands. And then your mom told the story about how your grandma did the same thing.
I called my mom. I know it's like, it doesn't matter how old you are. Sometimes I'm like, I need to talk to my mom. Like, I called her, like, I'm like crying. I'm like, she's like, hi sweetie. I'm like, hi, I'm really upset. Like, you like, you know, when you call somebody crying and you like are like, okay, I'm gonna try to be normal and then get back into the crying. Like, I couldn't even do that. I just call her being like, I'm so sad. And she told the story that my grandpa, I think I've said it a million times, but if you've never heard, he passed away. Like, he had Alzheimer's for years before he passed. And my grandma had him write down, it was like the last thing he wrote down. And it was like, I love you, Joanne, and signed his name. When he passed, somebody took that writing and like had it done, like put into like a Christmas ornament. And she was decorating the tree and dropped the Christmas ornament and it shattered everywhere. Same thing, like same exact thing. I was
and
like,
then they got it remade.
They did. They were able to, my mom like found this person who like could remake it and like replicate it, and like she's like, it's so funny, your grandma went through the exact same thing. Yeah, but
yeah, it's one of those things where it, you know, it is hard to. I definitely, you're way more in touch with your emotional, like you're able to express it and feel it, and I definitely deflect it, or I try to find ways to not deal with it. I don't know what's healthier. Probably your way. I used to do that. Yeah,
I used to do that, but now in my older age of 28, I'm a lot more in touch with my feelings.
Yeah.
And just like acknowledging them and like I used to really like invalidate myself. And then I went to therapy and they were like, you invalidate your emotions a lot. And I was like, oh.
How long did you go to therapy?
Like 4 times.
On Zoom? During
COVID, I had a therapist, and then he told me something I didn't like, and I was like, fuck him, and I ghosted him.
That doesn't feel validating.
I want you to make it was just too much. I went to therapy. I saw him for a while, and then I think I just was like, he said something where I was like, I don't think you're getting me. And we had this like breakthrough. I like kind of realized like something was caused by something else that I went through, and I was like, oh, and I like kind of put it together, and then honestly kind of was better after that, but I would still benefit from going back to therapy for sure.
I feel like we all can.
Yeah.
It's good though. Like I do tell people a lot that if you can kind of figure out your family a little bit and the dynamics and how it affects you in the first like 5 to 10 meetings with a therapist, it's like you could, and then you never talk to them or you never do it again. At least you get that those like basic understandings that really do go a long way to understand why you act a certain way. I went to the most influencer thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy, and you might have, I don't know, David Dobrik, who I've seen on TikTok before. I know he was big on YouTube.
We ate his pizza.
A couple times. It's fine. I got invited to a $10,000 pickleball
cash prize
tournament. I thought I was playing in it in true Andrew fashion. I just missed I wasn't influencer enough to fucking play in this goddamn game. But I go there with my
You're
buddy.
no Jason Nash.
Well, he didn't play either, so he was there though, looking way older than me.
Yeah, he looks bad.
Yeah.
He's
when you see these
panhandling.
influencers in person,
it's not an easy life to panhandle on TikTok.
When you see these people in person, I feel like everyone should see these influencers in person to get an understanding that your life is actually better than theirs already. They just have a lot of followers and they've like figured out a way to market themselves and kind of lie and like brag.
They're monetarily rich, but your lives are much more rich than theirs.
I mean, you got to see these people up close. They're all like dead-eyed and everyone's like looking around like, who can help me? And I was doing the same thing. And no, so I'm at this thing and they had like free sandwiches and the house is insane. David Dobrik's house really is like an infinity pool on a cliff. And he has a pickleball court that like feeds off into a cliff like on his property. And Gianni, and who's an actor, a buddy of mine, he played in the tournament and whatever, like we were there and I was definitely the old, other than Jason Nash and maybe like the janitor, I was definitely feeling very old there, but I don't know, I wasn't too in my head about it. And we ended up like rooting for the pickleball. We kind of forgot that all these like horrible there was a dude from FBoy Island.
Oh yeah. Did you know him?
Yeah, Garrett, who was like kind of the main guy. He was in the first 2 seasons. He has blonde hair. And he was absurd on the show. He was probably the most absurd FBoy ever. Are you looking him up?
Yeah.
But then you see him in the wild. He had his own little dog, like it was like a cockapoo. Yeah. But he has a cockapoo and he like uses it to get pussy.
He doesn't use his abs.
No, he definitely uses his abs too, and he wears like designer glasses.
He has an insane body.
He really does. He's a big dude. He's a very
I just like cannot be with a guy this fit.
He looks like he's made out of clay.
Yeah, he looks like a Greek
and you know what? He's
statue.
not a mean guy. Like he's definitely arrogant and he talks about himself. But we've had conversations where I want to hate him, but he is somewhat like, I don't know. Like I've met way worse people that are way uglier and way like
the bar is so low for LA people. Like basically if you meet an influencer and they are like willing to say hi to you and talk to you, you're like, oh my God, they're actually like a really good person.
Yeah, that guy, like, honestly, he's just like us. Yeah, no, there is definitely that. Like part of me really wants to hate him. Because I see him, I'm like, God, he's just a fucking male bimbo.
Yeah.
And he fucking thinks he's better than everyone.
Does bimbo stand for something?
Bimbo?
Yeah. Or is it just a slang word?
No idea. But we talked, and he claimed to have remembered me.
No, it doesn't, guys.
Oh. And yeah, and so then we were just like rooting on whatever, and like, I don't know, you just see these people, and it's like, Just makes you not give a fuck about. I just can't imagine my whole life just being about like trying to get TikTok followers through these fake friendships. And hopefully next year I get to play.
Wait, but we got free paddle, or what are they called?
Oh, well, I stole them. I
Oh,
stole
Andrew stole a bunch of merch.
No, they were handing it out to people, but I definitely took a little more than other people. They're like, "Oh, really? You need a small?"
Yeah, Andrew came home with like leggings and shorts and like a hoodie for me.
Yeah, and 2 pickleball rack. I mean, they're great
Dude, we
people.
looked them up. We got $100 pickleball thingies. I was like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, we're gonna be the fucking sexiest people on the court.
Yeah, not in Michigan maybe. But yeah, we ended up getting a lot of shit. It's just one of those things where you go to
It's
and
another thing that Andrew didn't let me go to. By the way, I missed MGK's birthday party and the pickleball tournament.
You can't always get invited by your buddies and go, "Hey, by the way, my girlfriend needs to come."
I never come. I don't even hang out.
You said 2 things.
But you do. I didn't go to Gianni's thing.
Oh, you
premiere.
were invited to that, but you punched me.
I didn't. Oh my God, I didn't punch you. Don't even fucking say that. Don't say that. I didn't punch
Sounds
you.
like someone that punched someone.
I hit Andrew's hat off with the bill, and he was like, "Yeah." But then he was like playing mad at me. And
Playing? No, I was mad. You
No.
punched me.
No, I didn't.
You abused me.
And he's playing mad at me. And then he leaves the house. Before he leaves, he's like, "Do you need me to bring you home anything?" And I was like, "Maybe some ice cream." And then
I was like, "Why the fuck do you need ice cream? I got punched."
And then I just texted him.
She's
and I
like,
was
"Yeah, my hand hurts from hitting you in the face. So
and
can we ice
Actually, I don't need any ice cream. I texted him. I was like, "You don't have to do that." And then he still came home with ice cream. And that's
we
what
ate it in the
happens
middle of the
when
night.
we're in a fight. Andrew always gives me a gift, like a little penguin. He's like, "Here's a pebble." And then we're fine.
Yeah, so you don't hurt me. It's the closest way you could get to hitting someone without hitting them.
No, it wasn't like you make it sound like it was so insane.
It was insane, but whatever. I look past it, you know.
I'm sorry if I scared you.
I was a little afraid.
You were scared.
The ice cream made me feel less afraid.
I'm sorry. I love you.
Anyways, but yeah, no, there's just like things that like I do think we do everything. We do 99.9%.
But we like to do things together. We like it. Say it back.
So when I get invited to one thing every 4 months and I don't invite you,
shut up.
It's not personal.
I never hang out with you when you leave the house. I always stay home.
These are so not true. Also, you go out with your girlfriend. I never once go, "Oh, you didn't invite me to hang out with Rachel."
Why would you go to a girls' wine night?
Why would you go to a boys' pickleball?
There was 1 million people there during the day. It's an event. It's different.
No.
I never go and hang out with you. And I went and hung out with him at Gianni's one time. And I was like, I'm literally never doing that again. I don't like your friends.
Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth right now? You don't want to go. You just want to be invited.
No, I don't want to go hang out with you and your friends. I do want to go to an
David
event.
Dobrik's house where there's a hot man holding a dog.
Yeah, what's so bad about looking? You can look, but you can't touch.
Sometimes I just like I
get it. I kill your vibe. I get it.
You don't kill my vibe.
No, but
I like to move around.
No, listen, I'm Andrew's accessory. So if he needs me sometimes for things to make him look cool, like, yeah, that's my bitch. But
yeah.
But if you're going and you're like with the gang, you're like, she's like heavyweight. I can't bring her.
Man, he said exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. I mean, I feel we went to the comedy
You go to
store.
so many things, by the way. I can't even, like, you're just impossible.
Listen, we went to the improv the other night. Ugh, I have fucking cat hair on my tongue. We went to the improv the other night. Every time I go to the improv with you, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. Like, I'm like, I should not be here.
But it's nothing I don't even feel like I should be there.
Well, that's wrong.
The improv's like a weird hangout.
It's weird, right?
The comedy store is much more of
People,
I've
comedians.
never been to the comedy store with Andrew. I only have gone to the Improv, and like,
Because I go back into the green room, like you just don't get it. Like it's like if I went to your facial place and I
No,
stood in the facial room.
I literally do get it. That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
weird that when I'm there. Like we went there because we like had dinner with Nikki before, and then we like all went to go watch Tim Dillon's new
show on Netflix.
Yeah, show on Netflix. Which is really entertaining, by the way, if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, but so like I ended up there on accident. But when you're like, I'm going to the Improv, I'm not going to the fucking Improv with you.
Yeah.
Like that's so weird. I'm not gonna like go hang in the green room with you. I definitely know my place, but I feel like, you know, like I could have probably like gone. But I also like I'm not like upset about it.
It's just it's hard to explain without it coming off rude.
It's not rude. I get it.
But comedians, when we want to get in a zone of like telling jokes and like I can't be thinking about
you can't be worrying
anyone
about
else
me. Yeah.
other than myself.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's like,
listen, no.
Some people are able to do it. Some people, especially if they like really like clean, fun acts and they don't really even like whatever. I don't know. It's just like, and then you're bringing another person into the green room. It's just there's just like
that's why I don't go in the green. I also don't go in your green rooms anymore.
I know. I'm not saying that you do.
And that's something I did all on my own. I realized that all on my own.
All on your own, really? Yeah. Okay. I'm about to get punched again. Anyhow, I don't know if this was a fight. Sorry, Tom Hall.
It wasn't. It's not a fight. It's not a fight. It's a conversation.
Yes, when you have a job like mine, bringing someone to work feels like, no, it's just a hang. Or like, you know, so it's tough. It's hard to, and like going to David Dobrik's house and knowing that I might need to network and whatever.
I get it.
But you would be good. You're a good wing person.
Thank you.
But there's some times where it's just like, I know that it's like more of like, I just need to float around a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We went to the store or the Improv, by the way. Comedians, sometimes I think that they forget that we're in a real world where you can't just say rude things because you're a comedian. And Andrew and I were at the Improv. One of them looks at me in front of Andrew. How'd he get you? I go, he's a great guy. Like what? And then
but that is just comedian.
And then no, but then in Annie Letterman, this is rude. I think this is rude. We're sitting there. I'm like watching the show, and she's like, "Oh, like she came up and said hi to you, and you were like, this is my fiance, Brenna." She doesn't even say hi to me, and she literally goes, "Who hurt you?" And then literally walked up the stairs, and I was like, "Okay, nice to meet you. I'll never say hi to you again." By the way.
These people are they're not human.
But like that's like the other one. The first one was more like in a conversation, but that I was like, girl, say hi. Like
yes, but that is, and I'm not saying it's good or bad.
Yeah,
I just think like that's what that. Unfortunately, that's how comedians kind of show love, and when. To say that to someone without you knowing them in the real world is fucking wild.
It's fucking wild.
But, you know.
Listen, I could sit here and be like, it's cool. I get it. I'm a comedian's fiance. Like, I'm so cool. I roll with the punches. I'm not like holding it against anybody, but I'm also saying, and out of like, and in any other context, even maybe in that one, I think it's a little inappropriate.
Sure. I agree.
That's all.
But I can't be like, actually, what you said to her was really mean.
No, I would never say anything to her face.
You should punch her like you punch me. All right, that's the show today. Thank you for listening. Go to our Patreon, Puddles with Andrew and Brenna. Like and subscribe if you're on YouTube. And leave a comment if you're listening on audio. It always helps. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the week. And so long.
Bye.
Puddles, puddles. Everybody now puddles. Everybody get up because you get down and then everyone will come over here.